Oklahoma's wheat harvest is well underway, and this year, like most, is not without its share of ups and downs. Joining us now is Jeff Edwards, our small grains extension specialist. And Jeff, just kind of give us an overview.
Well, we're a pretty good ways into harvest before we got rained out recently. Southwestern Oklahoma, where we were hardest hit by the drought, that's pretty much out of the field now. Central Oklahoma, they probably had around a quarter to a third of their wheat out prior to the rain. And northern Oklahoma was really just getting started into harvest whenever we were rained out of the field. Now that things have dried up a little bit, we're going to be back in the fields, and I look for harvest to progress very rapidly now that we're back in the field.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about how things were shaping up before the rain slowed everybody down.
Well, actually, yields were turning out pretty good, better than expected. Southwestern Oklahoma, anywhere from 10 to 30 bushels per acre. Keep in mind that many acres in that part of the state were abandoned, so those are the best acres that were kept. One particular site at Apache, we had freeze injury there up to 80% and still had yields around 40 bushels per acre. It's truly amazing how that could happen. As we move into central Oklahoma, yields are a little bit better. We had a little more rainfall and yields are more in the 40, sometimes up to 50 bushels per acre range. Northern Oklahoma, I'm hearing some reports of 60 bushel yields, so better than expected.
Let's talk more about the rain, and specifically with the mature wheat like we see here. How do those heavy rains impact that wheat?
Well, one issue that we can have is lodging. So the wheat was standing upright. The rain, especially if you get a hard rain that's pounding, it'll flatten the wheat, put it flat on the ground, which it makes it harder to dry out, harder to get back in the field, and harder to pick up with the combine to harvest. The other issue that you have whenever you have rainfall after the wheat is mature is that it decreases the test weight. The wheat kernels swell, and just like trying to get something back into a package, it never shrinks back down as small as it was before. Test weight is a density measurement, so we have the same amount of material but in a slightly larger package, so test weight decreases whenever we have rain.
As part of your work, of course, you focus a lot on yields. Are there some varieties that are doing better this spring than others?
Well, we've harvested our variety plots in southwestern Oklahoma and a few in central Oklahoma. The later maturing varieties are doing a little bit better because we did have freeze injury, but there hasn't been one that's just dominated everything. Iba is one of our varieties that has done very well, later maturing variety, one of the sons of Duster that has done very well this year, and I look for it to continue to do well.
And as the fields dry out, producers getting back out there and kind of wrapping things up?
Wrapping things up. We're expecting a good week of dry weather, and if we can get that, it's amazing how quickly you can harvest 3 million acres of wheat if Mother Nature cooperates.
Close out June so everybody can take a vacation in July, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, Jeff Edwards, we'll see you again soon. Thank you.